Welcome back to the Everton career mode. We start with some bad news, unfortunately. In an injury in training on the way towards this game against Leeds, Jordan Pickford has hurt himself and is going to be out for 3 weeks. Meaning, in these crunch games against bottom of the table, chance to pick up some good points. And then in the Europa League quarterfinals, we will be without our #1 goalkeeper. Such a shame. But thankfully it's only 3 weeks, not 3 months. So he should be back by tomorrow's episode, hopefully. With Leeds, Sevilla twice, and Crystal Palace today. I'm going to play Leeds. I'm going to play the first leg against Sevilla. And then we'll play Crystal Palace. And then sim that one. Well, depending on what happens in the first leg. Otherwise I might sim Crystal Palace. But that method hasn't failed us yet in the Europa League of playing the first leg and simming the second. We did well against Napoli, we did well against AC Milan. It's safe to presume that we will do well against Leeds United as well. So we're going to jump straight in, and we're going to play this game against Leeds, and fingers crossed, against bottom of the league, we should get a pretty convincing victory. Hopefully you guys can be convincing with your thumbs ups. Hit the thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe to the channel too so you don't miss out on any more content. We're getting very close to the end of the season now. If we win here, we will at least go above Wolves, who've dropped points on match day 31. They drew, we could win and go above them. If Manchester United also drop points on match day 31, we'll go above them too and straight into 4th. So pretty vital then that we beat Leeds United. Leeds is 11. Fariniers in goal, Shackleton at right back, Koch, Llorente and Charlie Taylor as the back 4. Calvin Phillips holding as ever, Gurkan Torre, Tyler Roberts, Pablo Hernandez and Alioski in the midfield with Rodrigo up top. Tyler Roberts getting a start. Patrick Bamford on the bench, Otavio, their newer central midfielder, on the bench. They had pushed Calvin Phillips slightly higher up, haven't they, last time we played Leeds, with Otavio filling in that CDM role. That's not the way they've lined up here. They are bottom of the table, Leeds. 6 points, I think, from safety. So they're not a mile away, but they are definitely running out of time with 8 games to go in the season, including this one, which hopefully they ain't going to get nothing from, which is a double negative. So they might get something from it, but hopefully they're not going to get anything from this one in proper English. And fingers crossed, it'll be 3 points for Everton Football Club. James, can you make me a run? He has done. Oh, I can't find him, though. Zaha. James, found him now. He's found a defender, and then he's still got the ball somehow. Wilf, at your feet, bend it. It's dipping. Oh, but it wasn't on target. Through ball to Tyler Roberts. One of the heroes of the Leeds United save on FIFA 20. One of the most popular saves we've done, to be fair, here on the channel in recent times, outside of obviously this FIFA 21 Everton save. You guys have been really loving this, and I can't thank you again continually for the support that you've been showing this series. Rather understandably, obviously, as we've gone further and further on, interest has dwindled even, waned. There we go. Get the right words, it says. But, oh, bumping Alioski off. Good block. Gabama. Not sure how much he knew about it. It just kind of hit him. But we'll take it. Hopefully, we can spark some extra interest in the save if we get ourselves Champions League football, which I am desperate to do. Zaha is desperate to give us... Yes! A 1-0 lead, and Richarlison does that with a powerful header at the back post. Dominating the defender. I'm not sure who the defender is, actually. Alioski was played further forward, wasn't he? Brilliant header by Richarlison, though. Our 90-rated right winger pops up with a great goal again. That's a nice ball through. Here's Rodrigo. Spin on the ball. Footwork's so good from the Spaniard. Oh, it's really well worked. And Romero! He is okay in goal. Makes a stop from point-blank range, and we stay 1-0 in front. Gurkan Torre, actually, he was one that scored for Leeds last time against us, wasn't he? Gurkan Torre. Oh, Koch breaks through the challenge, and then Sergio Romero shows good reactions to get to that. Poor throw, though, to be fair, actually, when I committed to throwing the ball. He was in more space, the wide man there. Oh, it's a nice through ball. Just doing enough. Gabaman trying to squeeze it away, and we have done so. Come on, let's end the half 2-0 in front if we can. Zaha, I'm going to poke you through that gap. I could have sworn I put more power on that. Looks like we're going to end the half 1-0 in front. But so long as we're in front, that's all that we care about. Provided Leeds keep hitting the ball straight at Sergio Romero, that's how we'll stay as well. Torre played in down the right. Dinked back to Tyler Roberts. Jamie Shackleton. cult hero of the ChesnoidGaming channel after the Champions League final. I tend to mention it every single time I play Leeds, so I apologise if you're sick of hearing about it. For those of you that saw it probably aren't sick of hearing about it or sick of going back and watching it again. Unfortunately, Pablo Hernandez appears to have equalised for Leeds United here at Goodison Park, which is not the way that we were supposed to start the second half. He's hanging up his boots at the end of the season, Pablo Hernandez, retiring at the age of 36. Buried really nicely in the bottom corner. And Leeds have themselves the potential to actually get something from this game. I played it because I thought it would be pretty straightforward. It's turned out to not be pretty straightforward, which is rather typical of everything that I do. As is that. Alioski played in down the left-hand side. Back to Charlie Taylor. Robin Koch. Otavio off the bench for Leeds to have a part to play. They've got Brentford next, a game that they certainly should be looking to win if they want to stay up in the Premier League. Tyler Roberts to Rodrigo. They might even end up looking to win this one if things keep going the way they have been in this second half. Zakaria does enough initially, but I'm worried about putting a foot in next. And Rodrigo with a turn. And it's Leeds 2, Everton 1. Is losing the goalkeeper going to be a huge factor in the way that this season ends? I don't know whether Pickford would have saved an effort like that. I've no idea, to be honest. I'd like to think he would have done, but I also would have liked to have thought that on his weaker foot, Rodrigo wouldn't have struck that so sweetly and the keeper might have made a comfortable save. Even Sergio Romero. Can you believe it? Leeds with everything to play for still as they try and stay in the division. And as I'm trying to stay in the hunt for a Champions League spot, it's just getting more and more difficult. Go Cantore in the box. Give me that back. Don't you even think about giving a pen, ref. I saw you walk towards the box and waggle your fingers about thinking about giving a penalty. Keep that in, please, Wilf. Thank you. It's a great ball. And there we go. On the edge of the box, arriving. Wow, terrible pass from Wilfred Zaha looking for Alex Iwobi. And there probably goes our last potential chance to equalise late on in this game. We got a very, very last goal. That's not a foul, ref. I've clearly won the ball. It's pissed off the other side of the field. Are you going to book me for that? Don't like this referee. Miyika back to Calvin Phillips. Lofted out to Alioski. I need to get it off him and sharpish for we to go up the other end and get a goal. 2 minutes added on here in this second half at the end of it. But if anything, looks like it's going to be another Leeds goal than it is an Everton equaliser. Stolen away by Kabama. Don't do it, ref. Allow me this opportunity to counter-attack. Every time I have the opportunity to get myself in the top four, I shoot myself in the foot. Not having... I mean, I didn't create the chances, evidently, in that game either. But I don't know whether not having Jordan Pickford played a part there. It may well have done. We will sim the first game against Sevilla, so I know exactly what we've got to do in the second leg, and we will play Palace. I can't risk a sim in the league, I don't think, at this stage. Beaten at last, how do you feel? It couldn't last forever. I didn't realise we were on a bit of an unbeaten streak, to be fair. We didn't handle the pressure. The lads gave it everything. I just wasn't good enough, evidently. Leeds gave it everything as well. And on the day, they were better than me. I just have to hold my hands up when I'm not good enough, and on that occasion... I was not good enough. Right, Sevilla next. We will sim that. And hopefully, things will work out our way by the end of the episode, month, season. There's that email for Jordan Pickford. I forgot that I'd saved it in my inbox to show you. Pulled calf, out for 3 weeks. A youngster has come to me here. He wants to talk about a contract. We'll get to it soon enough, my man. Sorry, Nathan, or Nathan Gello. But, no. Right, let's see if we can't give the boys a bit of a boost morale-wise. I mean, morale's still pretty high. We'll focus on the performance. Morale is still really good, even despite that defeat to Leeds. So hopefully this sim should go well. We won't get distracted. Everybody's very happy. Hopefully Romero has improved his stats a little bit with some extra match sharpness now. Indeed he has. He was -2, I think, before the game against Leeds. And he's now +1. Okay, good. Right, hopefully it won't be long before we get Jordan Pickford back, because evidently I think we might need him. And that kind of reaffirms to me that maybe we will sign a fairly high-rated second goalkeeper next season, because Sergio Romero, or a player of his level, probably isn't going to be good enough when we need him in the big moments. So let's see what we can do here against Sevilla. They got Vaclik in goal, Mazraoui, Pau, Coates and Acuna as the back four, Gudelj, Campbell, Nangolan as the midfield three, with Suso, Ben Yedder and Horta in attack. Ben Yedder obviously back at Sevilla after his loan to Monaco. So hopefully we can keep him quiet whilst simultaneously giving Calvert-Lewin the run of their back line and hopefully score a few goals. Fabian in the midfield getting hassled and hounded by Raja Nangolan. He's just tireless in the midfield there, just would not stop chasing after me. Some good possession play, but it's going to need to end in something early doors if we're to kind of send a message to Sevilla that we mean business here in this first leg, and unfortunately it doesn't end in anything like that, frustratingly. 20 minutes played and Sevilla having their first chance of a little bit of possession, and I am genuinely concerned about Sevilla. For some reason I felt confident. A mistake at the back. Sergio Romero, are you going to cost me everything this season? Please do not. An away goal for Sevilla. And that looks very much like it was a mistake from the goalkeeper. I can't believe that losing Jordan Pickford, it was for just 3 weeks, could have such a detrimental effect on our season. But Richarlison still means business. He won't be beaten lying down. Our highest rated player still leading the line. Calvert-Lewin hasn't scored yet. He hasn't gone a single episode without doing so yet. He could really do with stepping up, to be completely honest. We still have 2 opportunities to do so after this game, and still plenty of opportunity in this game to do so too. I take a draw, to be fair, from the first leg, knowing that any score draw really in the second leg is going to be strong for us. I don't see us not failing to score away from home at Sevilla. But they might well be the next team that I end up managing here on FIFA 21. Richarlison, oh, is it going to fall free? It did, but couldn't be turned home. I think we've kind of steered away now from the idea of managing a Serie A side this year on FIFA 21 purely because of the lack of licensing. And obviously no Serie B as well. Oh, he's offside. Go in front, boys, please. I mean, I know I said I'd take a draw, but if we can get a win, then obviously that's preferable. It's going to be 1-1 at half-time. We go again in the second half. They've not even had a shot, and they've scored a goal. That's how bad it was. Oh, dearie me. Does it say... I can't check. I wasn't even paying attention to everything else, but Richarlison scored a goal and we're 2-1 up. I wasn't looking at the pitch. I was trying to find match facts, but I can't do that here. Outside of... No, it says Nangolan scored the goal. So it must have rebounded off him maybe as the keeper tried to clear it. I'm not sure. It hasn't counted as a shot for Sevilla. But we're in front now, and that's the most important thing, I guess. We were in front before, though, and we still fudged it up. So let's try and not fudge it up this time, shall we, boys? Get rid of this, please. Thank you. Right. 10 minutes into the second half. We're 2-1 in front. I'll have to have a look back at editing to see how that second goal went in. Hopefully it was a decent goal. Although, to be fair, I don't care how it crosses the line right now. All that matters is that it does. And we could help Richarlison get a hat-trick here. He found himself in some space, but we couldn't get it to him. An hour played. It's still 2-1 to Everton. Looking relatively good for a first leg lead against Sevilla. And he's got a high rating and plays really well. But in Sim... Oh, and they've equalised. They've got a second away goal. En-Nesyri equalises for Sevilla on the night. It's probably going to be win or bust then in the second leg. Because scoring 2 away goals is going to be difficult against a side like Sevilla. I know we scored twice at home, but scoring away from home is certainly something different altogether. We have had some good away performances in the Europa League knockout stages so far against Napoli and AC Milan. 3-0 against AC Milan. I think it was 4-1, was it, against Napoli as well? Bury this, please. Oh, no conviction in front of goal right now for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He just won't pull the trigger. It's so frustrating. Iwobi, can he have a shot? No, it's going to be tackled and break free. And it's going to be 2-2 here in the first leg against Sevilla. We've got it all to do in the Europa League knockout stages. And we've also got it all to do. Oh, wow. Dortmund and Villarreal getting great results in their first legs. They're certainly through to the semi-finals then. We've got it all to do in the Premier League now as well, with Wolves being 5 points clear as they've won on matchday 32. We absolutely must beat Palace. Absolutely must beat Palace if we're to stand a chance of qualifying for that competition on the right next season via a league finish. Crystal Palace at home even, coming up next. Crystal Palace. Waita in goal. Gilbert, Kaletakar, Riedewald and Van Arnholt. James McCarthy, Barrera, Eze and Lafaso. With Leo Baptistao and Jordan Ayew up top. 4-4-2 for Crystal Palace. Maybe it'll be a 4-2 scoreline, hopefully to the home side. Need a win here. I don't know which ball to play, that's the only problem. There's so many different runners, and I'm not confident of reaching any of them with a guaranteed through ball. Here's Fabian. Some people have been actually questioning his contributions in the comment section. I'm not sure that that's justified, personally. It's a good block from Dominic Calvert-Lewin's first shot of the day. I think Fabian's been really good for me. I've very much enjoyed playing with him. He obviously is doing a lot behind the scenes that you don't necessarily see in highlights. If he's getting some criticism in the comment section, because genuinely he has been really good for me. Calvert-Lewin will find Fabian here, who will look for Wilfried Zaha. Lovely ball and flashed across the goal mouth. Can't find either the teammate at the back post nor the goal on the far side, kind of in between the two. Really good effort. Oh no, it's a wonderful save. Wow, that was going in. What a stop from Waita. That's a remarkable save. Can't get there with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I didn't realise that the keeper had pulled that off. Really good effort from Wilfried Zaha as it happens then. Just a spectacular stop from the goalkeeper. Richarlison can't get it out of his feet before Van Arnholt steps in. And now pressure on the back line is eased for the time being. Jordan Ayew. I don't know whether to close him down or not because he's got this option out wide of Lafaso. Dennis Sakari has been rock solid for me so far. I'm going to need him to be again. He's won it back nicely. It's been such a good signing, Dennis Sakari. Really impressed with him. And space again for Zaha on that far side. If Fabian can find him for a second time. He's just run offside there, Wilf, unfortunately. But Digne is there. We'll drive forward. We'll whip it early. It's just a little bit too far away from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But we will take the corner. Maybe we can be a bit more accurate with the ball from the set piece. We can. Oh, how many times have we seen Calvert-Lewin do that? Try and guide it towards the back post and he just can't quite get the angle. I'm not sure whether it's my input with the controller that's causing that or whether that's just the limited range of animations from that particular position from a corner like that. I'm not sure. But we certainly have seen a similar finish or attempted finish from Dominic Calvert-Lewin in a corner scenario like that a number of times now where it's just not quite found the back of the net. Look for James again here. It's poor though. Can't squeeze it through. We've been the better side. We've had the majority of the attacking play, but we haven't found that goal yet. Jarlan quickly to Leo Baptistao. Nicely around the corner to Jordan Ayew, who's worked some space well. Goes to ground, but definitely Gabaman got something on the ball there. That was obvious to see, and thankfully the referee did see it. I'll lift this. Come on, Richarlison. You've been my best source of goals recently, and he could do it again. But he hasn't. Should I have squared that to Calvert-Lewin? Perhaps so. We'll try and find him again at the near post. He might even be Gabaman underneath it. Leo Baptistao is the man that gets rid. We've got Zaha there on the edge of the box. Through that gap is Richarlison. He's worked the space well. Again, I'm going to need to look for a teammate. Oh, it's James. If that had been on his right, it'd have been better. Fabian! Oh! Silencing his critics. Fabian with a wonderful goal. We lead in stoppage time at the end of the first half. Not much power on that at all, but placement to perfection. Wow. Literally, earlier on in the game, I'm like, Fabian's been getting some criticism, but I quite like him. And then he pulls that out the bag. Again, quite clearly, not much power on it, but the placement was wonderful. Richarlison's just like, get out the way of that one. Buried in the top corner. We lead against Crystal Palace. A huge goal for us. Eze looking for the ball through, but Fabian's the man there to cut it out. Great defensive work from him as well. That's the sort of thing that doesn't normally make it into a highlight because nothing really happened there, but that's what he does, Fabian. That's why I like him. And literally, they're talking about him now as being the player to watch. I'm going to pull this back, actually. And Calvert-Lewin has some decent space and a good first touch to get away from the defender. Around the corner, looking for the run of Allen, but can't get it to him. Ball lofted forward. Can we win that header? Baptistao as well. Fabian just about keeps hold of possession. James Come on. Come on. Make me run, Dominic. You're just backing away from me. It's Fabian again. Tissed out to Jordan Ayew, who's gone for the 1-2, but Gabaman is there. Zaha fired forward to Calvert-Lewin. Fabian is the man that was running beside me, but went to James, and Calvert-Lewin is in, and surely now... No, he took an extra touch. I tried to just shape to bend it with his right foot, and Waita's gotten to me. Win that header, Dennis. He hasn't gotten to it, but Jordan Ayew's flicked that to absolutely no one. I'll try and keep it in play, which we've done well, and we'll build. Come on, lads. Let's get a second just to finish it off. Never confident with a 1-0 scoreline in career mode, ever, really. Because I know how defensively leaky I can be from time to time. Looking to slot James through, and Jaro Riedeveld gets in the way. And now we are on the back foot, and we might be leaking. Nice turn. Back there to Eze. Finds Jordan Ayew. Lovely footwork. And Leo Baptistao. And Lafaso, and we have leaked. 1-1 Crystal Palace at a similar time to when Leeds scored their goal back. Do not concede a second. Score a second. James to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Richarlison is on the run. And that's waited just enough, I think, for Richarlison to beat Van Aanholt to it, which he's done well. Through that gap, finds Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I need support. James is there. I needed to get the ball before I could attempt to roll the defender. I want to make some changes. Oh, God, I can't believe we've let a lead slip again. Our goal scoring has really, really fallen away from its usual levels of late. And I've not been getting the goals from Dominic Calvert-Lewin that we were either. And I'm desperate for them now. James, Fabian, here he is. DCL! Waita with a good stop. That is the sort of chance that would have been buried 2 in-game months ago. But Calvert-Lewin just can't seem to buy a goal today. Zaha off for Ismail Assar. And Iwobi on for win that Richarlison. Oh, not sure who won that header in the end. I think it might have been Gabama. Oh, Iwobi on for James. But we've got 15 minutes to get ourselves a winner here. Otherwise, it's more dropped points. Gilbert into Jarlan. Around the corner to Leo Baptistao. Eze. Baptistao. Here's Ayew. Come on. Yes, nicely intercepted by Fabian. Right, counter-attack, please. Make me run, please, Dominic. Why is Calvert-Lewin not doing his usual thing today? I have no idea. Richarlison is there inside, and I will look for Iwobi first, to then maybe find Richarlison or Fabian, or even Ismail Assar on this far side. Ismail Assar was offside. He's buried it, but he's offside with what will probably be the last chance of the game in the 90th minute. We couldn't quite find the pass we needed. Win this header, please. Oh, Fabian's fallen over. Oh, it's a nice turn. Now they've options. And Bukayo Saka's off the bench here for Crystal Palace. Do not. No! Oh, my God! I can't believe it. Again! I can't buy a win today. I don't believe it. The Leeds game was bad enough. Saka's just destroyed me. And then, oh my God, can't believe it. Palace with a late winner. Oh, I am broken. I'm broken. I can't play. I have no explanation for you whatsoever, I'm afraid. None. Waita with some really good saves in that game. Palace, with their only 2 shots of the game, win the fixture. I am lost for words. Lost for words. Every time we have the opportunity to close the gap, something happens. Fabian silenced his critics of him individually, but I deserve criticism for my own lack of ability to put the ball into the back of the net more frequently than once recently. Once against Crystal Palace, once against Leeds. We were in great form prior to today. Look at all these W's. Left, right and centre. Wins. And then Defeat to Leeds, defeat to Palace. I'm just not on it today. Sevilla to end the episode, and I need a win here too, and I can't get one. A win or a very high-scoring draw, and it's goals that have been the problem for me. I'm not confident of beating Sevilla here, but I need to win. At the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, I just read the GK, a stadium that we might well be managing at later in the FIFA year. We have a very, very important game. Rajan Angola in the midfield for them. Ben Yedder up top, 2 danger men. Dendonka at centre-back, formerly of Wolves, of course. I have a big task on my hand. Is today's episode, you'll have to let me know in the comment section, is today's episode proving how much we rely on Jordan Pickford at the back? Is it purely the lack of the high-quality goalkeeper that's made the difference today, or do you think I am genuinely not playing that well, tied to not having a top-quality goalkeeper as well? Are they both factors? Or is it purely just not having a quality goalkeeper at the back making the difference in today's episode? Because we have been in great form. You saw from the calendar before we headed here, all of the W's. I lose Jordan Pickford, and I've lost 2 league games in a row, drawn 2-2 with Sevilla, and I'm now 1-0 down after 8 minutes, here away from home in Spain. Doesn't change anything, really. I need plenty of goals. They can score that one, but I cannot afford to concede anymore. I cannot afford to concede anymore. I mean, a 1-0 win would have been enough, I guess. But I was never going to keep a clean sheet, was I? Oh, my God. Ismail Assar gets the start, as Zaha has offered me relatively little of late. I was contemplating, actually... Oh, that was meant for a Iwobi. I was contemplating starting Moise Kean, because Calvert-Lewin has been so poor. But I just can't bring myself to drop Dominic, because if the chance does arrive, he's the one that I have faith in to put the opportunity away. I just hope that he finds it within himself to actually do that in this game. Do find Iwobi there, but he can't get it under control. The pass was meant for him a little bit more convincingly than it was initially found. Ben Yedder on the ball, and Sevilla have themselves a 1-0 lead here. And if I lose all 3 of my played games today, it will go down as easily the worst episode of the save so far. I cannot afford to go out of the Europa League if I'm losing Premier League games, because this then would become our best chance of qualifying for the Champions League next year. And if I go out of this competition and fall away from 4th spot in the league, I will never forgive myself. Go on, Richarlison. Get through that gap. That was meant for Richarlison. Fuck! I can't do anything. Forward to Nangolan. Oh, they're just working the ball about brilliantly. Ocampos in the box. Read the turn. Got a footing. Sergio Romero finally makes a save. I have no confidence in my goalkeeper. None whatsoever. And I'm so desperate in my defensive efforts to stop them from getting a shot that I'm actually messing up my defending. And they are having shots. Here's Ben Yedder. Works the ball nicely. Good footwork. Horta, captain for today for Sevilla. Ben Yedder, Zakaria stood firm so far. I can't cope with the passing. Here's Kevin Campbell. He's gotten past me. Finds Ocampos. I read that turn. Campbell again. Oh my God, Sevilla, please don't score a second. Otherwise, I really am done and dusted without the most remarkable of turnarounds. It's a corner for the Spaniards. The Argentine Ocampos will deliver it. It's poor, question mark? I wasn't sure whether that was actually going to work. Ben Yedder, the Frenchman, involved. Here's Mazraoui and Goodell. Give me the ball back. Come on. I don't like this. Ben Yedder. Goodell. Oh, Zakaria in the way. Please just get rid of it. Anywhere will do for me right now. I am panicking in defence. I have zero confidence right now. Fabian over the top to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Ismail Assar is arriving, but the pass is poor. I can't find my passing rhythm today to save my life. Goodbye, Matt. Forward quickly to Ismail Assar. Calvert-Lewin's made a great run, and he's in behind, and he's onside, I think. Pretty sure. Dominic Calvert-Lewin equalises for Everton. Just the start to the second half I needed. Please, come on. Calvert-Lewin keeps up his run of scoring in every single episode. I need another, though. A 1-1 draw isn't enough. The Sevilla backline tried to play the offside trap. It didn't work. And this time I do manage to turn it home before catching up with the goalkeeper. We're back in the game. Let's score a second and put ourselves in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Angolan. Goodell. He's been really good for them in this game, Goodell. Ben Yedder, I'm terrified of him. Imagine Angolan. Guys, nice block by Alan, got in the way of my tackle. I got it off him with Zakaria, but then Alan knocked it straight back to Nangolan. Kevin Campbell. Oh, how is he broken through there? Oh, I can't get any luck. I can't get any luck. How was that broken free to him? Kevin Campbell makes it Sevilla 2, Everton 1. It just won't go for me today. I tackled... Oh, God. I tackled the man on the edge of the box. Alan got in the way. It fell straight back to Sevilla. I tackled Campbell there. And, oh, it's falling straight back to him with a rebound between shins. God damn it! 2-1 again! Oh, I hate the 2-1 scoreline. I need a 3-2 victory here now. We can go to extra time with a 2-2 draw still. But I'm just going to prolong my misery and I'll probably still end up going out. Richarlison. Oh, where's the man on the edge of the box? Iwobi, Alan... Fabian, keep the ball, don't lose possession. Iwobi's around the corner, he's turned well, but there's plenty of Sevilla men back there and I can't get the luck with a break of a challenge on the edge of the box the way that Sevilla can. 25 minutes to go, we still trail. I don't want to lose 3 games today by 2-1. Oh, intercepted by Fabian, that was really, really, really poor. Get there, Alex. No, it's a shit pass, Dominic. God damn it, why are you so bad today? Calvert-Lewin has been so disappointing. He's played like an 81 rated player, not an 87 rated player. He's been awful. Absolutely woeful. Everything is against me. Alan. Sarr. Iwobi. Fabian. Sarr's made the run. He'll go. Back inside. Looking for Iwobi. To Richarlison, forced very wide, but buries it! Ooh, huge! With 4 minutes to go, extra time looms. More changes. Tom Davies is coming on for Fabian. Oh, Jesus Christ. Calvert-Lewin has been god-awful today. So bad. I'm taking him off. I'm doing it. Moise Kean. Moise Kean comes on. Calvert-Lewin has been that poor and that frustrating. His passing's been terrible. He nearly fucked that pass up as well. But Richarlison has been the man of the series of the last 2 or 3 episodes. The man of the last 2 or 3 episodes, to be fair. Calvert-Lewin has been the man of the series, but it's been so frustratingly shit today. 2-2. We've made the comeback. But it looks like I'm going to have to endure another 30 minutes. Unless Sevilla score a third on this attack, which would be absolutely typical of today's game. I apologise. Oh, Alan swings and misses at thin air. Apologise for the bad language in the latter stages of today's episode, but I'm sure you can understand my frustration. The referee is allowing play to continue here. It's another 30 minutes. Mazraoui. Peñera's made a great run. Mazraoui can't find him. He's looked for Nangolan and he can't find him. Kenny to Richarlison. Keep that in, please. Richarlison. He's done brilliantly. Iwobi's there. Moise Kean. Is he the man? He is the man! That's what Calvert-Lewin hasn't been doing. Moise Kean might well send Everton to the semi-finals of the Europa League. I've had to work so hard to get myself in front in any game today. To get a win in any game today. But that might be the moment. The touch was so heavy I thought he'd blown it. But he buries it in the bottom corner. Moise Kean might well be the man to send us to the Champions League this season. Is he earning himself the chance to start in the Premier League in the next episode? Or even in the FA Cup semi-final against West Brom in the next episode? I'm not sure. But what I do know is that we have 15 minutes to hold on to this 3-2 lead, get a 5-4 aggregate win, and go through to the semi-finals of the Europa League. It may well be our best chance of Champions League football next season, this competition, because of the poor performances against Palace and Leeds today and those 2 back-to-back defeats. We're running out of time to close the gap, and I'm just so annoyed that it hasn't gone our way in the Premier League today. And I genuinely do think it's down to not having Jordan Pickford available. Ismaila Sarr could finish it. He has done. We've not had much from Zaha or Calvert-Lewin today. Zaha's been quiet for a couple of episodes. The players that have now stepped in, Ismaila Sarr and Moise Kean, are the two players that are going to see us through. Oh, it's a squad game, and I need to use the squad more. And we will be increasing the quality and depth in the squad next season. I'm going to be ruthless in the summer transfer window. But I want to be ruthless with the appeal of bringing players in to play in the Champions League. We will be in the semi-finals of the Europa League at the very least. It's Everton 4, Sevilla 2. Oh my God. I can finally just breathe. Oh, that's terrible. Breathe a sigh of relief. I've been so on edge throughout this entire fixture, going 1-0 down, going 2-1 down. The 86th minute equaliser from Richarlison, and then in extra time, we have been able to get the job done. Oh, I'm so angry at myself for not beating Leeds or Crystal Palace today. But to lose them in the manner that we did as well, being 1-0 up in both, and late goals for the opposition in both games. Dortmund are through against Leverkusen, Villarreal are through against Ghent, and RZ are through on penalties against Atletico Madrid. Wow. Atleti out. Well, I don't want Dortmund in the semi-finals. That's for damn sure. So, you could probably guess that we'll definitely get Borussia Dortmund then in the next round. Moise Kean is saying thank you for listening. We are 5 points off fourth with 6 games to go. I can't. Jordan Pickford's back. Good. Jordan Pickford is back for the remainder of the season. We will see in tomorrow's episode whether the difference has just been not having Jordan Pickford. Because Romero is awful. He's absolutely terrible. Jordan Pickford is on his way back. He should be fit to play in this next game against Nottingham Forest. Indeed he is. It would have told me that he wasn't available if I had tried to go into that game. He will be available. So in tomorrow's episode, it's RZ. We've gotten a little bit lucky. We've Forest, Fulham, West Brom and RZ Alkmaar tomorrow. And then a big finale month of the season in the Premier League on Monday. Jesus wept. Forest, Fulham, West Brom, RZ tomorrow. We have an easy run-in outside of the City game at the end of the month. At the end of the season, even. Although we do have Chelsea left still behind us. Oh, Christ! I can't believe that's fallen away from me today. I'm so pissed. So pissed. 7th in the league. With a game in hand on Arsenal, actually. With a game in hand on Arsenal that could be crucial. But Manchester United have a game in hand too, and the gap is 5 points to them. Have we let it slip? I desperately hope not. Tomorrow we will face 3 more games. In fact, how many games have I got left? Not that simming games is actually, or even playing games has led me with much luck. Fulham, Forest, West Brom. RZ, Chelsea, RZ. And I could go 3 played games per episode for the next 3 days. Perhaps that's what we'll do. And then maybe if we reach the FA Cup final and the Europa League final, we'll have a double upload day at the end of the season. Maybe that's the way we do it. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. Let me know in the comment section of today's episode which way around you think we should do it. Oh, Jesus. I said it was a crunch episode. It certainly has turned out to be. More crunch episodes to come, though. I'll see you tomorrow.